We do. What can we do? I mean,
You know,
besides voting, I know we talk about voting, but
uh,
I mean, what can we do besides voting on a local level
honestly, I think as
or
parents, we got to sit there
yeah.
and we have to teach our kids common decency. We have to treat each other with respect. I don't care. That's the way I was raised. And it don't matter if you were a janitor. It don't matter if you were a CEO. And this is why I love Columbus. I mean, you can go to the neighborhood bar and you can have a CEO sitting next to a factory worker, and we're all just gonna be chilling and talking. That's what is awesome about the Midwest and Columbus. That's why we are a bellwether state, because I think we do have those values. But I think with every generation, it's getting less and less. So I think as parents, we need to really inculcate our kids going, nobody is any different than each other. Some of us are born in different circumstances. But we're not any different. Whether it be you treat your teacher with respect, you teach your neighbor with respect, you teach your coworker, the cashier at the store, the janitor, the waiter, the fill in the blank. You model and teach everybody to have that respect. Just because someone eggs you on doesn't mean you have to take that. If we model to our kids how the world should really be, they will see the world with a lot more hope. They will then model the same things. I don't know what we can do to change what's already out there, but we can change the generations under us that are still malleable. I think that's what the solution is. I think the other one is we have to address the underlying issue of this country is tearing itself apart because very few people are trying to take what makes this country amazing and only trying to make it amazing for themselves.
Hmm.
And they're trying to fool us with media and spin and clever graphics to try to get us to, oh, no, no, that's not true, but it is true.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they are doing.
Make America great for me.
Exactly. And it's like, let's just call a spade a spade. And it's like, I like capitalism. Capitalism is what's made this country amazing. I'm not about, just penalizing everyone. But we have to take a step back and kind of go, that is the reason why everyone is so angry. It's why people are
Well,
unhappy. There
we,
is no
we
loyalty.
always preach this. There's got to be you got to meet in the middle. You got to come to some kind of compromise,
Yeah.
and not just say
How much is
it's
enough?
all my
Yeah.
way or nothing. Like you said, the economic inequality. I mean,
But where's the? And that's where I want. Where's the? It's the religious right is so powerful in talking about, abortion and all that. Where are they about greed as a corrupter of all evil? I mean,
yeah.
Jesus Christ, in every gospel talks about greed and money. And where are they? They're, if anything, they're the ones kind of going to free market. The very thing that corrupts more than anything. Oh, that's the thing that that you should have the freedom to do that, but nothing else. It's like, where is the religious right? Where is the spiritual guidance in this country to go? What about greed? If anything, we have people in the South. It's called the prosperity gospel, where it's like, well, if God gave you all that money, it means you're a good. That means you're a good Christian. God
Hmm.
gave it to you. Spend it, and
Spend
it's
it.
like, what the fuck? Like, and that's the reality of like, I just want to know where that is. Because once again, that is what's wrong in this country: greed, and people are sick of it, but they have no idea where to take it out at. And if we don't, we're going to lose a whole generation because the very people that are raping and pillaging and symbiotically just leeching off this country, they're doing it to the most vulnerable people: the old, and the young. It is wrong to make a buck doing that is wrong. And where in the fuck is our leadership to go, that is wrong and I don't stand for it? I'm not going to take money from these people. I'm going to stand out against that. That to me is what this country has to stand up loud and clear. As long as we're divided, we're going to be looking at each other as the enemy, which is the only way they win. The deep state doesn't have some fucking elaborate plan where there's 17 different ways and a sun shield and a lying about the moon and climate. No, no, it's divide the country.
Do you know who would be in charge of that deep state if it does exist? You know who would be
Um,
at the head of the table?
no,
Mr. Burns.
he would.
Excellent. You
Excellent.
know he would.
Hoi hoi.
Remember the time he tried to block out the sun?
I do remember that. I was letting think
That's
on
what
my
it made me.
head.
That's what it made me think of. He would be at the head of the table.
Oh, but it just, and I don't know. It just, that's what, if you want to know, hey, Mike, who are you going to vote for? I will vote for the candidate that stands up and says that. And that's a
Good
candidate who
luck
has my
finding
vote.
one though.
That's the sad thing, man.
I'd love it, but good
Yeah.
luck. I mean, there's too
But,
much money.
but you
Too
know
much
what?
money in politics.
But you know
We
what,
agree
man?
on this.
These are the candidates we deserve as a country.
Oh, we
We
deserve them.
deserve everything that has been
Yeah.
happening to us. And if we don't decide to get up on the wheel and really take a look at what's going on, because we have all the power in the world to stop it, but We just can't really seem to get out of our way, and that's the biggest shame of it. And the thing is, the collateral damages our children, our planet, our environment, our economy, the very fabric of what our country is. That's the collateral damage of it, and that is the biggest tragedy that I think we face. And when you're like, hey, Mike, turning 40, what are you thinking about? That's what I'm thinking about more than anything, is that the world and the country that our children, my daughter, is going to inherit, I'm not proud of. And I don't know what I can do to change it, but at least one show at a time, I can at least model to her going, you know what, you stand up for what you believe in, regardless how tough it is, regardless of how daunting it might be, no matter how frustrating it is trying to tackle these things. This is how you handle things in the world. You don't quit, hide from it. You don't just kind of go along with the flow. You stand up for what you believe in, and you try to make change. And so hopefully one day when she goes back and listens to these shows, this is the stuff that she'll pick up on, and hopefully will help mold her into the young woman that I want her to be, and that's all we can really hope for as parents, man.
That's all you can do, my man.
That's all we can do, man. So
do your best and then hope for the best.
I know. So yeah. On that note, man. All right, my voice is done, dude. Let's do our thing, man. All right. So said our piece. As always. Let's hope y'all listen. I mean, apparently our numbers keep going up, so apparently there are people listening out there. So it's obviously resonating with you guys. So share it, subscribe to us on YouTube, go see us on Spreaker, graymattersradio.org, Twitter, Gray Matters Radio, Facebook, I'm sure it's at Gray Matters Radio or some shit like that. So, but we appreciate you guys, and as always, next time someone asks you, hey man, you a Democrat, you a Republican, you red, you blue, fuck that noise. My ass is gray. All right, everyone. We'll catch you next week, all right? You be good to each other. Peace.